It's a brazen attack. King Radovid will learn of this.
Radovid sent them, you idiot!
The audacity!
Pull yourself together!
好啦，今天继续，希望今天可以玩到精灵线，好不好？这第3章不知道还有多久了。应该也快结束了吧，我想。
And if Grandma had a moustache, she'd be a catfish.
We must protest with all our power.
Oh.
看一下，这是找佛农吗？按这个呢？我们先去找佛农好了。是要跟谁讲话？哎，对了，顺便看他有没有卖符文之类的东西。然后只有卖矿，好吧。那我一些蓝图卖掉好了，一些用不到的。像这个就可以卖了。哦，原来这是任务物品。那这个手套、面子，好。安安呢？
I don't want anything to do with you.
是要找哪一位啊
Greetings, whoever you are.
是他在下面。哦，对，他在这下水道，先存档。
Go.
Brigida Papabrock. She gave me some pretty good leads.
Tell me.
Baron Kimbold hired some thugs to murder the royal bastards.
Son of a bitch. Foltest never trusted him. Turns out he was right not to.
It was Count Maravel who kidnapped Anais. He wanted to hand both children over to the Nilfgaardians, but Busi was killed.
Damn it all. Radovid is one thing, but Nilfgaard. When I get my hands on Maravel...
You won't. I delivered the evidence against both of them to Natalis, but the constable decided to ask Kimbold for help and arrested Maravel.
Wise. There will come a time for Kimbold as well, but Maravel needed to be removed immediately. A traitor is a traitor. They should take off his head. Can we go?
Let's do this.
Deathmold is a dead man.
I'm guessing you don't have a plan.
In fact, I do. We need to kill Deathmold and rescue the royal child.
You never did like playing it by ear.
I learned from the best.
See that? Deathmold's put up that magic barrier again. Apparently not a single sound seeps through.
I dread to think what he's doing inside.
Why are you here?
We have business with Deathmold.
The sorcerer is busy. No one's to disturb him.
Recognize me?
Should we?
Of course you should, unless you don't care about being promoted.
Who are you?
Now.
I don't want any
所谓
unwanted
训
guests.
训的。先剪一下。
Quickly, up top!
什么？哦。哦哟，好帅哦！哎呦，好帅哦，配合无间。
The low road's yours. I'll take the walls.
我要走下面。
Close that cursed gate!
Hang on, I've nearly unblocked it.
Pull your legs out of your ass!
上面还有法师。
Pull your legs out of your arse! Tighter! Tighter! Defend the passage!
I killed them all. He'll pay dearly.
Unit 2! Block the
我们
passage!
是戴斯摩的土地哦。
Ready, Geralt.
炸弹真好用。看一下，这里面应该不会有东西吧？是要走哪？ 哦，看到了这里，先存一下档好了。
Over here, you cunts! You're dead meat! Send for reinforcements! Man your positions, you horse sons! Close ranks!
I've got a crossbow, Geralt. Leave it to me.
Close ranks! Hold your positions! Not a step backwards! Get him! You die, not Tighter! Tighter! Defend the passage!
这几只为什么都不会动啊 ？Hello， 你们是怎么了？我把飞镖丢一丢。哎呦哎呦哎呦，只有法师在做事。
Hold your positions! Not a step backwards!
先捡一下东西。
Tighter! Defend the passage!
他们坏掉欸，只会站在那里。先匕首丢一丢。
Forward! Attack! At them!
We're doing well, Geralt!
可以上去吗？
For head salt! Get him!
哦，出来了，出来了！我刚刚也想说哪里有怪，不对，哪里有敌人。
Vernon, watch out!
Wall's clear! I'm coming over to you!
Pull your legs out of your arse! For Cadwin!
还有哦，人也是蛮多的。哎，我能挡住了。哦，他下来了，他终于下来了。
Say your prayers!
觉要放哑的。顺去人，烦死了。有没有一个规律啊？哦，可以了，直接打他就好。
They'll cut you down.
What's he doing? Sounds like he's awfully busy.
忙得不可开交。这里不会有迷闪。
Nice. Strangely quiet.
I can hear him. Death Mold's here and he's not alone.
Huh?
There is one crime that all civilizations consider irredeemable and unforgivable: regicide. Transgression of laws both human and divine, a blow to the vital organs of society. That is why those in power create bloody havoc and wallow in it. They are never punished. Not subject to moral judgments, they stand above the law. Henselt's blood now stains Roach's hands and mine. I could have stopped him, but I didn't want to. Now Henselt is a cold corpse, and the blue stripes in the world beyond are laughing.
This 怎么还是不能冥想？哎呦！哎，哦，原来这里有门。
Did you see Radovid's retinue? I swear the snot-nosed lad thinks he's king of the world. He should never have shown up here after the recent events in Redania. Honestly, if he grows to be another Vizimir, I hope he ends up like the first. And those robes of his, did you see? All right, there's time for one more. Hats off. You've broken my arm! You've broken my arm! Do you know it's worth, you son of a bitch?
Now it's worth shit like the rest of you.
What do you want? I'll give you anything.
You can't give back what you took from me. Cutting off your balls and slitting your throat will have to do.
No!
哦，还真的在。
You reap what you sow. Time to free Foltest's daughter.
哦，保险箱，这个人
Have
是谁？
mercy! He forced me!
哦，好多。看一下，被遗忘的维朗之剑。好，我手上这把比较好。
I am Vernon Roach of Temeria. This is Witcher Geralt.
She's terrified.
If Deathmold touched her, I'll kill the son of a bitch all over again.
What'll you do with the child, Vernon?
I made an arrangement with Radovid, and Vernon Roach always keeps to his word.
Kings only keep their promises when it suits them.
We saw him together. You heard what he said.
You didn't have Anais then. Now you do. Take a minute. Consider your options.
I'm a soldier, not a diplomat.
Well, you need to start thinking like a diplomat. You're about to decide Temeria's future. Do you trust Radovid?
I want to believe kings don't generally spout nonsense.
Kings never say what they mean, only what they want you to hear. What else could you do?
Nothing. I either break my pledge to Radovid or honor it.
Suppose you break it.
I'll make another enemy.
Enemies are something you can handle, you said so yourself. The Temerian delegation is in Loch Muin. Maybe we should consider handing the child over to them.
John Natalis. Good soldier, poor politician.
Natalis may not be the most polished diplomat, but both your grandmothers tilled the same soil. Your grandfathers fought side by side.
By taking the child to John Natalis, I'll spark a civil war. The barons won't acknowledge her right to the throne until they feel a boot on their neck.
I don't doubt Radovid will bring the Temerian barons in line. Question is, will he stop there?
It's risky, I know. But when I'm to choose between civil war and an uncertain alliance with Redania, I choose the latter.
A war where brother stands against brother is a curse.
The child will go to Radovid. Come, Anais. I'll take you to a safe place.
这里超黑，还是走？走。哦，这里。
Looks like someone's provided an escort.
In the name of King Radovid, we demand that you hand over the child of Louisa Lavalette.
Shame you didn't show up earlier.
Pay heed to whom you're talking.
Pay heed to the corpses of those who were impolite to us.
You're lucky Radovid told us to stay calm.
I'll be sure to thank him personally for that.
Beware of Radovid, Vernon.
Rest assured, I'd never forgive myself if the heiress to Foltest's throne came to any harm.
Don't ever take your eyes off her. I wouldn't be surprised to learn Radovid had a hand in Bruce's death.
Anything's possible. Anais is Temeria's last chance for ultimate independence. Freedom will come sooner or later.
为什么他们过门都要走这么慢？真是。
Suppose Radovid asks you to serve the Redanian crown.
Not impossible. What would you suggest?
I always advise caution when dealing with kings.
Funny. I've always had the upper hand when dealing with them. I can breathe easier now that the scumbag is dead.
Revenge unburdens you of your past, but it also affects your future.
哦，结束了，先升等再说。即死游戏，生命加100。加个流血10%好了。现在高峰会，我听他们开会啊。露天剧场。
哦。
那边是怎么去啊？我怎么来到他的家啦？为什么我在菲利巴的家？这里是可以走的吗？有一个被封印的箱子。先存个档。他现在是不在家，是龙鳞，是材料吗？是材料。看一下他的笔记哈。法术破解气箱子的线索。看不懂。他家通往下水道，太奇妙了吧！
Renounce magic!
Constable
是走这没错吧？圆形剧场，对。
He is regent.
Are you thirsty or hungry?
看有没有东西卖。力量。炸弹好少，买一些材料。嗯，你为什么要走到另外一边？他有没有买？没有。嗯？为什么黑画面了？哦，对了，出来了。
Oh.
Prepare for your final lesson.
Final? But
I'll have no discussion. This will be a practice.
So, even the Nilfgaardians have graced us with their presence.
Your Excellency knows well that our hosts are libertines and eccentrics.
My dear Councillor, northern business should truly remain northern. No extravagance excuses Shillard's presence.
This will be a great moment. Ready?
好。
Let's get this done.
Temeria is internally divided. As Constable of Temeria, I'm in no position to speak for the whole country regarding the Council and the Conclave. I am honored to speak on Temeria's behalf before this esteemed body. But I'm only the Constable. I cannot be sure some Baron won't cancel my signature in a week.
What's your point, Constable?
I lack my country's support regarding the Council and the Conclave. Neither do I intend to seek the crown, for I've lesser blood in my veins. And as a soldier, I know my place in the ranks. In recent weeks, we have deliberated extensively in Vizima on who is to succeed to the Temerian throne. Because the fate of Foltest's last child remains unknown, we could not reach an agreement. Unable to reconcile the interests of the esteemed Temerian houses, we have no choice but to divide the country into provinces along the barony's current borders.
The North cannot afford a divided Temeria. Everyone knows what that will lead to. In a few years, the barons will be at each other's throats. No, a united Temeria means control of the Western Pontar. A divided Temeria is an open highway for Nilfgaardian troops. The choice is simple.
Simple for you, perhaps, King. But to guard my henhouse, I prefer 5 lame Temerian mutts to 1 healthy, beautiful Redanian hound.
I understand the drama your country now faces, John Natalis. But the solution you propose is unacceptable. Temeria will become Redania's protectorate. You will hail me, Radovid, as your king.
Even if you guarantee the kingdom remains united and separate, the Temerian nobility will never acquiesce to any limitations on sovereignty.
The nobles will change their minds when they learn who is to be my future bride.
你真的要娶这只小萝莉吗？天哪！
Allow me to introduce her. The future Lady of Tretogor, the Queen of Redania, Anais.
Anna Isla Valette. How?
She was rescued from the hands of the sorcerer Deathmold, whose business in Lochmuin is shrouded in mystery. We will speak of this later, John Natalis. After all, we have not come here to crown children.
Do you think the child will ever sit on the Temerian throne?
Everything is in Radovid's hands. We prevented the kingdom from being divided. That's the most important thing.
To the matter at hand. The document describing the charter of the Council and the Conclave is, as previously ascertained, an exact copy of the charter found in the ruins on Thanet Island. The more important question relates to the Conclave and its power to designate royal advisors. Today, randomly chosen mages and sorceresses reside at many courts. However, in the time of the previous Conclave, such persons were carefully chosen.
Why shouldn't we pick our own advisors?
These individuals bear great responsibility, Your Majesty. The Conclave needs to be certain they are competent.
And that they will keep the Conclave's interests in mind.
Obviously, sire. The Conclave's chief interest is the well-being and prosperity of the Northern Kingdoms. The document has been signed by every member of the Conclave we have proposed, as well as by all but one of the designated advisors. We await only Sheila de Tanseville's signature.
Without our royal seals, you should be allowed to designate advisors to cowherd at most.
That is true, Your Majesty.
My kings, before you sign this document, please hear me out.
Excellency, with all due respect, this matter does not concern Nilfgaard in the least.
I am here at King Henselt's bidding. Will you deny my right to speak?
Oh, 他怎么被抓住了？
What is the meaning of this?
This man tried to kill me this morning. He attempted to take an Imperial envoy's life in your lands.
I presume he was interrogated.
He confessed. Foltest and Demiven died by his hand. He also revealed the identity of his employers.
Sorceresses. They helped me with my assassinations. Speak on. The Lodge of Sorceresses sought to remove those rulers who acted against the will of mages.
Lodge of Sorceresses?
We have compiled a list. Philippa Eilhart, Margarita Loantil, Triss Merigold, Kira Metz, Francesca Findaber, Ida Emin, and finally, Sheila de Tanseville. To my deepest regret, two Nilfgaardian sorceresses, Sera Varanheid and Fringa de Vigo, were also members. The Emperor did with them accordingly.
Your Majesty, what's the meaning of this?
Arrest them all. Your document will have to wait, Honorable Sorceress.
You have no right.
Surrender now if you don't want another massacre, this time in Lochmuin. A court of law will reveal the traitors.
开场跟结尾都要出来炫一下。哦，他们两个感情很好耶。
Geralt, we're cut off. I can't get through. Sheila! You must get Sheila!
等一下，我先存档。先喝个药水好了，感觉这上去就是要跟他打了。
While you can, Witcher. You can't stop me. Not you, not anyone else. If I have to, I will kill you.
Oh, 烧起来了！这样我要怎么打？这样我要怎么过去？啊！为什么？哦。是要等他吗？还是？
While you can, Witcher. You can't stop me. Not you, not anyone else. If I have to, I will kill you.
太远了，丢不到啊！是要炸弹丢得到吗？可以耶！啊，跑走了。 所以刚为什么这个地板是空的？可不可以头伸进来一点？那我要怎么打啊？下蛋也丢不到。有来了，过来。等一下，让我回个血。应该是要再往前跑。
I've already managed to stabilize the portal.
You've got nowhere to run. Sooner or later, somebody will find you.
I prefer to leave on my own terms.
Where's Letho?
Sesemphasis will tend to him, as she will to all the fools who get a hard-on at the mere thought of burning a sorceress at the stake.
Where is he?
I don't know, fool. I've been looking for him since Foltest's assassination. Letho cheated all of us. We were deceived by his dull face and sluggish stare. Don't you understand? The Lodge sought a way to get rid of Demavend, that's true. He was a weak, volatile king. Edern would eventually choke to death under his rule. We chose the lesser evil. He had to be eliminated, and Letho happened to be at hand.
Foltest? Henselt?
We had nothing to do with that. After assassinating Demavend, Letho used our gold and magical support to find and meet Yorveth. The elf was to help him hide until the matter blew over, or so I thought. The Lodge did not condemn Foltest to die.
Then who did?
Nilfgaard. Letho is the king of liars and emperor of traitors. From the start, he worked for the glory of the great sun and the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes. He lied to everyone. Me, Yorveth, your stupid little Triss, and you.
Got any evidence?
A moment ago, I received a message from the Lodge's agent in Sintra. The Imperial Army is on the move. They're fording the Yaruga now. Do you think the North can defend itself in the current situation? And can you count on another miracle at Brenna?
I don't know, but you made it all possible and you'll answer for that. The stigma of treason is yours for all time.
We shall see. For no one will leave this city alive. No one will tell this story. Philippa controls the dragon. As soon as I disappear, it will turn the city into a flaming tomb.
The dragon attacked Foltest's troops during the siege of Lavalette Castle. That hardly supports your tale.
We did not control it then. We may have lost a battle, but the war is just beginning. You, however, shall not take part in it. This is your end, Witcher.
Farewell! Something's not right! The diamond! Someone replace the diamond! This one's flawed! I'll be torn to bits! Geralt, remove it!
You waited long enough. Should you survive, go south to Nilfgaard, where you'll find Yennefer of Vengerberg. Farewell, Witcher.
我还要移动到别的城市哦。哎呦！
Let's
RPG 哦。我一定要爬得这么高跟他打吗？太可怕了吧！哎呀！哦呦，会不会滚一滚就滚下去啊？跑去哪里了？哎哎，要死要死要死！哦，追得到哎！天哪，我快没血了！不要再甩你的尾巴了！要不要下来打？啊！完了，不会回血了！天哪！干！预测错误，预测错误。哈哈！可恶，你怎么跑那么快？啊，烧死了！只好再打一次了。 还好，还不是很难打。这里可以影响吗？哦，可以耶。再喝一瓶好了。不能进入，好吧？他要吞火。撞2次。好美啊！ 不知道亚灯有没有用。抓到他。
Wonder how many more will turn up.
没扣多少血，可恶！结束了吗？哦，QT 了。啊，完了，掉下去了，我没有按到。好用哦，好不容易要结尾了，结果按错。哦，从这里开始，太佛心了吧！我以为我要再打一次了。现在我知道第二次是右键。 大欸。哇！这也太晒了吧！杀掉巨龙，走开！杀掉好了。不要离开啊，杰洛特！你可以拿他身上的材料。嗯，这是克里斯吗？还是谁？是别人。哦，术士都被抓起来了。刚刚那个应该不是特丽斯的。
Your handiwork, sire.
In the beginning, there was chaos.
Oh, 还有一个中目。火龙还在这里。
How did it go with the dragon?
It had a hard landing, impaled on a tree. I had to kill it.
The relentless march of time. Too bad, but there was really no choice. The sorceresses would have used it without hesitation.
Know the worst thing, Roach? That was possibly the last dragon in this world. Gone. A beautiful, noble creature. The Lodge made it a simple tool.
We'll get them, Witcher. The sorceresses have it coming. Radovid and the other kings already ordered firewood to be gathered for the pyres.
What about the Council and the Conclave?
I'd sooner expect the proclamation of an inquisitorial synod.
Not all sorceresses deserve the stake.
You can't make an omelette.
Without breaking some eggs, I know. Doesn't hurt to wear that Redanian eagle on your uniform?
It's just cloth. My true colors are on my skin. I'll never change those.
You're gonna serve Radovid?
Mm-hmm. Temeria needs a strong, independently minded king, and I've no better candidates. Besides, I have to protect Anais.
I see. What about Letho? Did you capture him?
Not entirely.
Meaning?
Letho awaits you in the former Temerian camp. He sent a messenger.
Let's go. Tell me what happened here on the way.
Pillage, rape, murder. Not necessarily in that order.
又可以升等啊，好快！
The kings let their troops loose. Just the treacherous sorceresses. But they quickly decided every mage was a traitor. The soldiers vastly outnumbered the mages, who could do nothing with the magical blockade still in place throughout the city. When the rulers left the city surrounded by their armored cordons, soldiers in loose mobs went on a mage hunt. Most of the noted and powerful managed to flee. The others were hounded to death.
哦，有了。接下来这是什么？起死加2，无敌。点这个好。伤害1太少了吧？护甲装这个好像。都不能做。都不能捡尸体。跳下，看一下是要去哪边？不能过，这里呢？
I want to help.
Their eyes need to be opened. They must see.
They're dead.
I am too. But I opened my eyes and saw...
What did you see?
Peace Summit. Peace Summit. Peace Summit.
The world's gone mad.
Let's get out of here.
Có人在笑。击败对手，是要击败谁？看样子不是走这里。 这里呢？这里有路吗？哇，只能走下面了。哦，这里了，这个门也太不显眼了吧！
Stop! I heard something.
More marauders.
He's here! Kill the traitor!
炸弹用完了啦，讨厌。
What now?
什么？还有哦，他们也是保护色。
What about the Nilf Guardians?
They ran like hell. They're behind it all.
That's no rumor.
How do you know?
From Sheila. She was surprisingly knowledgeable.
If it was the Nilf Guardians, then war's inevitable.
好，应该没有什么要捡的了。先存档。是的。诶，这吗？是走车吗？是。哦，也太多尸体了吧！天啊！请存档。
Letho.
Triss.
All right. Let's end this.
No, Roach. I'm going alone.
Why, Geralt?
Take care of Triss. Wait for me at the city gate. If I'm not back within the hour, leave without me.
But...
Just do it, Roach. Please. I need to deal with this alone.
我没有炸弹。
Are you all right?
Yes. He saved me from the Nilf Guardians. And defended me from the troops.
Time to end this. Roach is waiting. I'll join you soon.
Geralt, he knows a lot.
I know, Triss. That's why we need to talk.
Don't get killed, Witcher.
I won't.
也可以，可以冥想。我看一下。嗯，不行，还是不能做。就是某些特定的材料缺。这有东西可以捡吗？觉得跟他就是最终的 BOSS 战了，可能啊，我也不知道。先探索一下。嗯，这边，哦。 只能做舞动之心，只能做一个。哎，喝药水好了，以防他要真的要直接进入战斗。
Took you a while?
Is that bauble from Sheila's megascope?
Mm-hmm. My final prank. I switched the diamonds. The one in the megascope has a flaw. Minute. But just large enough to warp the teleport. The Emperor's magic theorists assured me the effect would be spectacular.
I let her escape.
You're heartless. You've no idea what the royal witch hunters have in store for her. A lot of pain for a long time.
I don't doubt it. So, ready to lay your cards out on the table?
No matter the game, there comes a point when all the players need to show their cards. I love that moment. But first, vodka.
I suppose my throat's a little dry.
In that case, let's drink to old friendships. Recovered your memory yet?
Not entirely.
Remember how we first met?
Yeah. I saved your life. Couldn't think of a nicer way to pay me back?
Frankly, I couldn't. I mean, taking care of another man's woman, Yennefer. I can't fathom what you saw in her, but I suppose there's no accounting for taste.
Mm-hmm.
The winter solstice 1270. Midinvern, the night of magic. Letho wasn't lying, the hunt had stopped. At the Hanged Man's Tree, the spectral riders selected from among those they had taken. Yennefer was among them. A wraith cannot be killed, only driven away. Every witcher knows that. Yet the riders fell beneath the blows of our witcher's blades. Crimson blood flowed from under their dead men's armor. We could not kill them all. They were simply too many. A stalemate. He was different from all other elves. There was no shame in his gaze. He had never suffered persecution. He had endured no massacres. Humans had not taken his land. This elf was not of this world. He was an invader. We struck a deal. My soul for that of Yennefer. He agreed without hesitation.
Back with me, friend. Got the feeling you left for a minute.
Memories. I remember the Hanged Man's Tree and the Wild Hunt. I remember the exchange. Me for Yennefer.
So, cards out on the table. Unless you chase me all that way just to kill me.
I chased you for lots of reasons. You owe me some explanations to start with.
Let's say I do.
难怪狂烈要一直追。
Tell me about Yennefer. What happened after I departed?
She was feverish for several days, delirious, in agony. We thought that was it. She was on her way out. Somehow she recovered. But even then she was disoriented. Amnesia like you.
What then?
Well, the woman turned out to be quite a character. Throwing temper tantrums, trying to seduce orcs, trying to drive a wedge between us. After you so nobly sacrificed yourself, we thought it'd be dumb just to leave her somewhere. She wouldn't have survived more than a month. crimson vigor of a duchess, but she was just a sorceress with no memory. We were in the heart of the Empire. And as I'm sure you know, Geralt, in Nilfgaard, mages who behave like that either drop their bad habits quickly, or are drawn and quartered by horses in the middle of Victory Square.
So I heard.
So we set out, wandered through the provinces. Everywhere we went, she got in trouble and we pulled her out. And then one day they captured us. The Imperial Secret Police. Me, Ox, Sarret, and Yennefer.
Imperial Secret Police?
Mm-hmm. We were separated, and they questioned us. Long and thoroughly. But it was uneventful. No violence. That's how I met Vatia de Rideau. And a couple of weeks later, the Emperor himself. Me. A simple witcher.
What happened to Yennefer?
I don't know. Never saw her again. The Emperor offered me a mission in the Northern Kingdoms. As for Yennefer, I had the feeling she was somehow important to Emir. As I see it, they learned of the Lodge from her. Those Imperial spooks have their ways. All I heard is that Vatir had his men watch Yennefer closely throughout the time she was at the palace. Then we went off to slay the kings of the north. That's where my knowledge ends.
So she's in the Empire?
She was when I left.
How did you know where we'd find the Wild Hunt?
Every witcher who wears the viper around his neck knows the place. We had so many books and scrolls about the hunt that I used to think our school was founded for the very purpose of solving the riddle of the spectral riders.
Know who they are? You know the true identities of the riders?
From what I understand, they're some damn elven race. But they turned out to be a big ruse. The legendary Omen of War proved to be a fairground attraction.
No Market Square mage could possibly conjure up a cavalcade of wraiths speeding across the sky. Then there's the amnesia. No, there's something more, I assure you.
Go ahead, enlighten me. I can tell you want to.
There are a lot of legends and myths about it, but the Wild Hunt is a fact. I've fought and killed many of its wraiths. They were spectral emanations, the avatars of real riders. The riders we ran into by the Hanged Man's Tree.
Are you telling me you were carried off by elves? Real material sons of bitches like the ordinary kind we deal with in this world?
They may be ordinary in their world, but they're strangers in ours. The conjunction of spheres. Know the theory? Do you know how monsters appeared in our world?
There's not a witcher who doesn't know that.
So you know there are other spheres. The most powerful of our mages can open passages between these worlds, and they usually do that to summon the monsters we then have to hunt. The elves we saw come from another world, and they weren't summoned. They found the way on their own. It's not exactly easy, so they usually send their spectral emanations. They come in person on special missions.
As they did for you and Yennefer. So elves from another world and their trained wraiths. What do they want from you?
I've got an idea, but that's not your concern. How did a witcher agree to kill humans at another human's bidding?
At the Emperor's bidding, Geralt. And he's no ordinary human. The rulers of the North come up to about where his Pauline's end.
Why?
Simple. He promised to rebuild the School of the Viper. The Witcher's order where I came to be. Witcher's schools in the south fell into ruin long ago. And Witchers themselves became internal exiles, banned from entering most cities. Besides Sarret and Ox, I know of 2 other Witchers of the School of the Viper who should be alive and on the path. I don't know where they are. Haven't seen them for years. Now they can come out of hiding. They can come home.
Why are you still here? Why did you wait for me this time?
I knew you wouldn't give up. I knew you'd pursue me. And I don't aim to hide anymore. Fact is, only you know the truth about me. Well, and a couple of folks whose word isn't worth spit anymore. I never saw you as a foe. I want to go my way. But if I have to fight you first, so be it. This story ends here and now.
Care to tell me what it was all about?
Kill as many rulers as we could. Lay the blame on the sorceresses. Breed chaos. Prepare the North. Soften it before the invasion. And you know what's incredible? We could not have imagined more fertile soil. No matter what the war's outcome, the northern monarchs will accuse one another. Pursue their God-given rights. Seek vengeance and be at each other's throats for years to come. The North resembles a whorehouse on fire, as your friend Dandelion would say.
Oh, 超级多问题的。
How did you manage to contact Sheila?
It wasn't a problem once I learned of the Lodge's existence. Initially, she watched my every move. But sooner or later, everyone starts treating me like a big oaf. I mean, I can't change how I look. I stayed close to Sheila. Killed a few beasts for her. Whined about how unhappy I was. How unfair the world was. So much, in fact, that I actually got her gander up a few times. I made sure a few potentially trustworthy witnesses saw us together. Could link us. Security in case I was captured. I also prepared to assassinate the King of Kavir. Esterad Tyson was to be the first victim of the mysterious assassins. But before I could do the dirty deed, Sheila asked me to slay Demavend. The gods had smiled upon me. I couldn't believe my luck. Here I've been trying to figure out how to frame Sheila. And now all I needed was to carry out her orders and follow through.
Where'd you get your information about the Lodge?
From the Emperor and Vatir de Rideau, the Emperor's chief spy. And I believe they got it out of Yennefer.
She recovered her memory?
Nah. I'd never claimed she informed on her friends consciously. I expect they found a way to tap into her memory in spite of her amnesia, and without her knowing it. There was a sorcerer present when I was questioned. A young, proud intelligence officer. Whatever the case, they gave me a list of the sorceresses in the Lodge. Only Emir, Vatir, and I were present. Only we knew of the mission.
How do you manage to slay Demavend?
Sheila's magic. I mean, she could give us the king's every move. His habits, the positions of the palace guards, anything. All we had to do was navigate the labyrinth and land the final blow. Besides, she had plenty of gold for the preparations. Greased palms abundantly. It had all the makings of a cakewalk, but it's never that easy. We barely avoided our pursuers, and we wouldn't have if not for Yorveth Scoia'tael, another of Sheila's ideas. With Yorveth's elves, not only did we cut down Demavend, but traveling with them put us out of the Lodge's reach. We could calmly plan Foltest's and Hensel's assassinations.
How did you know Foltest would come to the monastery Solar?
Yorveth and I planned Foltest's murder. The King of Temeria would have to deal with the Lavalette sooner or later, and he made no secret of it. I was sure he'd want to recover his bastard children in the process. And where do they take the children when a castle's under siege? I had to become a monk. But I couldn't just arrive at the monastery and claim I'd seen the light. Not very believable. So one of Arian's patrols out in the forests happened on a Scoia'tael unit torturing a helpless monk. Arian's brave men drove off the elves and I found shelter in the monastery.
No one noticed you had no wounds?
I paid the monk who treated me a lot of orange to stay silent. Actually, it was only a loan, because I killed him later. Only the dead can keep a secret. Then all I had to do was wait for the situation to develop. When I saw you enter the chamber with Foltest, I thought I might fail. Luckily, you failed. To recognize an old friend.
好，我先去一下厕所，因为我也想看剧情，所以等一下。
When did you decide to get rid of Yorvith?
As soon as I realized I couldn't manipulate him. A true fox, that one. He was so observant, so dangerous. I got the sense he might see through me at any moment.
You made a mistake. You were untouchable as long as the Scoia'tael were protecting you.
Maybe, but with Yorvith, my hands were tied. If I'd finished off Kieran...
But you didn't. And that allowed me to drive a wedge between you and Yorvith. I forced you to flee.
And I let you live. You know I could have killed you. You're forgetting.
No, I remember. So Sheila was looking for you when she came to Flotsam.
Mm-hmm. She thought she was still in control and wanted to get rid of me. I'd bet my eyes that she thought I'd lost my mind. Or that Yorvith was manipulating me.
And the North descended deeper into chaos.
Exactly. There was just one problem. You. I could have killed you in the Elven ruins. Thing is, you weren't really my enemy.
Shame you didn't take a shot at Henselt yourself. History might have taken a different turn.
Maybe I would have killed him. Maybe you would have killed me. Who knows? But Henselt's death, although desirable, wasn't necessary anymore. The plan could go forward without it. Besides, somebody else got him.
You know who?
Come on. We both know.
为什么你会知道这些？是只能选上面那个黄色字了吗？
I'm done talking. Let's finish this.
Want to fight?
Any vodka left in that bottle?
A swig apiece. Here. The Imperial army is probably crossing the Yaruga as we speak. Pure pandemonium will ensue. The North's finished. Time to go south, where the good life awaits.
You're a fool, Letho. Both you and your Emperor are forgetting one thing. Misfortune brings people together. Very shortly, the North could be united like never before, thanks to you. But that's just not my concern anymore.
I'm not your foe. I never was. Let me walk away and I will.
可以不杀他吗？
Never see me again. Force me to fight, and this time I'll kill you.
啊，我不是很想杀他哎。
I've learned all I wanted to know. I can feel the memories coming back. Your death won't change a thing. Go where you will.
Just like that. No threats. No words of wisdom.
You going or not?
Farewell, Geralt.
The Witcher had traveled far and wide in search of the Kingslayers. In Flotsam, he slew Bernard Laredo, but few mourned for the Commandant. Flotsam remained to Marion, while command of the garrison and town went to a Vizima noble, a sworn enemy of Kedwen and an avid angler. To this day, folk gather round bonfires in Lobenden to hear of the Witcher's deeds. The Witcher witnessed a great Kedweni victory in Edirn. At Vergen, Henselt's army crushed Saskia the Dragonslayer's motley force, ending the springtime of races. Soldiers of the Unicorn swarmed over the Pontar Valley. As it had before, powerful Kedwen swallowed Upper Edirn whole. Yet subsequent events would render Henselt's triumph short-lived. When King Foltest fell at the hands of an assassin, chaos engulfed his realm. Where others saw spoils, Roach saw his motherland bleeding. Vernon made a difficult choice, surrendering Foltest's daughter to Radovid. The Redanian ruler, trump card in hand, turned Temeria into his protectorate and began restoring peace. The kingdom's inhabitants soon learned why Radovid was called the Stern. A tempest descended on the north, at least partly the work of manipulative mages. It seemed the turmoil in Temeria, Edirn, and Kedwen would benefit them most. common folk turned against sorceresses and all magic freaks, witchers included. Castles that had hitherto welcomed mavens of the magic arts now shut their gates to any who sought shelter there. A witch hunt ensued. It was a time of great uncertainty, of rape accomplished by royal decree. Yet as troubled as the days seemed, we, who had in some way shaped the world's fate, finally received some respite. Zoltan resumed the quest for his beloved's hand, and I laid my head in a lapse of the muses. Who could have known this tempest which had ravaged the north was but a harbinger of darker days, and the preamble to an entirely new tale of Geralt of Rivia.
我还有精灵线要跑，先去倒个饲料，等等。拉到我的线了。 名单好久啊。 好多，可不可以快转呢？哦。该结束了吧？有动画。哦，变成别人的晚餐了。他干嘛？哇，烧光光！呀，弗农路线解完了，再来是精灵路线了。我切一下实况，等回来。